Kia ora koutou. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways to really level up your Reo game and start to fast track your learning journey. All of the ideas I'm going to be sharing with you are things that I've done as a learner and as a tutor of Te Reo Māori, and I can attest to the fact that these methods really work. Here's a brief overview of the topics I'll be covering in this video. Please use the chapter search function if you want to focus on them one at a time, or revisit them for future reference. I've used 5 P words to summarise the 5 simple ways to level up your game, and here they are. Starting with a plan, putting in the practice, having patience with yourself, regular progress checks, and then the people that are going to be walking alongside you on this really important journey. Kia haere tonu tātou, let's keep going. I'll start with planning. This doesn't have to be a major. I just wanted to share with you how important it is to have some sort of plan when you're first starting to learn Te Reo Māori, or even if you've been learning for a while. Have you heard of the expression, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail? Most often credited to Ben Franklin, this just makes a lot of sense. Having a plan helps you find a starting point, keeps you on track, and it helps you figure out what each next step is, so that you can really take charge of your learning and take those next steps when you're ready. Some examples of a plan might be to make a list of topics or sentence structures, types of words, whakatauki or karakia that you'd like to learn. If you wanted to, you could use the Tukua Te Reo channel and books as your plan, starting at whichever book or playlist you want to start at and working through the levels that way. If you want, you could download one of my study plan templates. If you wanted to, you can send me an email and I send you one. It really is up to you, but I strongly recommend that you have a plan to follow. If you'd like to learn more about this, I've made a video called Making a Study Plan, which is in playlist number 2. Planning doesn't just happen at the start of the learning journey. There'll be points along the way where you'll want to have a think about your progress so far, and possibly have a think about whether you need to update the plan, set new learning goals, and make sure you're still on the correct pathway. I'll cover this a bit more when I talk about progress. Next up, we've got practice. This is all about putting in the mahi. Watching a video for 10 to 15 minutes and expecting to remember everything you've learned is pretty unrealistic. After you've learned something new, the reality is that you're probably not going to remember it all or be able to start using it unless you practice the sentences or structures and really put in the mahi. I'm going to be showing you some ideas about what that might look like for you. There's heaps of ways to do this. The most important thing is that you find a way that works for you to do the work, whatever that might look like. And here's some examples. The first one is to record the new learning somehow. Taking notes, recording things onto a device or using video or video recordings, drawing a diagram, or doing a mind map or a brainstorm. If you learn by listening, do a recording, and if you're a visual learner, making sense of the learning in a visual way will definitely help you. The next way to put in the mahi is to use a graphic organizer to organize your notes. Here's a few examples of those. The first one is a word map, and there's also a note-taking template. The last one is a storyboard that you can use to practice different sentence structures or conversations. Next up, we have these workbooks that I've developed for each playlist. Working through the activities in the books is a way to put in the mahi. I've done the thinking for you about which topics to learn and in which order you should learn them. The rest is up to you. The next way to put in the mahi is by using one of these tried and true structured study methods. Active recall, blurting, and spaced repetition. All of these practice ideas are explained in more detail in playlist number 2 about putting in the mahi. And of course, last but no means least, what can help you really level up your practice game is to find a study buddy or a study group to work with. Making learning fun can go a long way when you want the learning to stick too. The next thing I want to talk about is patience. You might have heard the expression, kia kaha, kia maia, kia manawa nui. The manawa nui part of this little saying is about being patient with yourself and persevering. Keep going no matter what. Be patient with yourself means being kind to yourself and accept that sometimes you will make mistakes. I've been reminded this so many times over the years by quite a few of my tutors, and it really is great advice. The truth of it is that mistakes, errors, solecisms, ngā he, ngā hapa, whatever you want to call them, they're an essential part of learning and a natural part of the progress journey. You'll be making all the mistakes along the way, but you really will learn from them and it will help you level up your reo game. When young children are learning how to speak, how to read and how to write, you can guarantee they too have made their fair share of mistakes. But they keep going. And before you know it, with patience and perseverance, they end up being able to do all three. So my advice to you, pōwhiritia te hapa, nau mai te he, welcome the mistakes when they happen, be open to making mistakes and you'll be levelling up your reo game for sure. Kia kaha, kia maia, kia manawa nui. Being patient with yourself also means realising that this is a lifelong journey. It's a marathon and not a sprint. It's going to take time and that's okay. This will help you level up your reo game because if you are more patient with the process, you'll be more likely to keep going, less likely to give up, and that, e hoa mā, is a recipe for success. Next up, we've got progress. This is the ultimate goal, right? We all want to make progress along the learning pathway. There's something that I'm going to show you that will help you level up your progress game. The key to making progress is this: knowing where you are right now, knowing where you want to go, and knowing how you're going to get there. This can be applied to pretty much anything, whether it's fitness goals or learning a new skill, or in this case, learning a language. So let's have a look at what this looks like for you on your own learning journey. When you want to figure out where you are at in your learning journey, you can do what I like to call a progress pause. Just take a moment, have a think about where you're at and what your next steps are. After you do this, you can also go back to the original plan and see if it still fits. Here's an example of a progress review tool that I've put together. It's called Mōhio Hiahia Ako, where you can have a think about what you know, what you don't know yet, and what you still need to know. I've created one already filled in as an example, which you can find on the website. I've also created this traffic light template, which you can use to have a think about the topics you understand well, which are your green light topics, the topics you're starting to understand, which are your orange light topics, and your red light topics, which are the ones you're still finding a bit tricky and you need to work on a little bit more. I've explained how to use all of these tools in my video called Putting in the Mahi Review Activities, which is in playlist number 2. Last up, we've got people. We're learning a language here, so the most important part of learning a language is using it. To do that, you're going to need to interact with other people. There's heaps of different ways you can do this. One way might be to attend a class or join an organisation, but if this isn't possible, there are other options. I think if you can find someone else that's on the learning journey or other speakers of Te Reo Māori, make time to interact with them, that's definitely a win. Maybe set up a study group and set a time to meet with them on a regular basis. If you can talk to someone about your learning journey and the things that you've learned, that's also a win. If you can find your people, you will level up the game for sure, and learning this amazing language will become easier. If you're in a work environment where you think others might like to jump on the waka, maybe reach out to them and see what that might look like to work as a team. If other members of your family or social groups are on the learning journey, maybe reach out to them as well. Connecting with people is a great way to level up your reo game, and I'm just a click of a button away if you have any questions. Please get in touch by leaving a comment on this video or send me an email to let me know how you're going. I love hearing from you, and any feedback is gratefully accepted. So there you have it. Do the planning, put in the practice, play the long game, be patient, check your progress and find your people. I can almost certainly guarantee that doing these things will help you level up your reo game. If you have any comments about the things I've talked about in this video, tēnā kōrero mai. Ngā mihi whakamiha kia koutou katoa. Kia ora rā.